9 cars slated to go 20 laps. Ray Pierre Jr. in the 72 and Matt Mosier in the 91 going to make up row 1. Mark Birch in the 76 and Josh Hemming, the 11, make up row 2. Dan Madigan's 24 and Jimmy Duncan's 711. That will be row 3. Row 4, Al Relier in the 14 and PJ Cram in the 03 Junior. Row number 4. That is row number 4, Relier and Cram. Row 5 going to be Mark Lester in the 14 and your point leader, Chris Stalker in the 177. Row 6, the 96 of Derek Van Vechten and Dana Van Vechten, alongside with the number 40. Dan Buell in the 40E, Chase Thompson, the 74. That's row number 7. Row number 8 is going to be Tim McFarland and Jason Barrett in the 711. And that is your starting grid. Point leader, Chris Stalker with 542 points. PJ Cram, second place. He's got 6 points on Dan Madigan coming into tonight's program. And we should be ready to go green when they roll down off of turn number 4. The Mangino GMC Buick Chevrolet Silverado Pace Truck pulling down off the banking over here in turn number 3. As we get ready to go back to green flag racing. Down to turn number 1 they go. Matt Mosier and Ray Pierre Jr. up on the front of this one as they make their way down the back straightaway. Pierre had a little bit of a bobble. He's going to drop back. Might go right out of the top 5. Pierre slowly rolling back through the field. As they make their way down the back straightaway up into turn number 3. Josh Hemming now a little bit wide off of turn number 4. Part of a 3-way battle, that is, for spot number 3. PJ Cram getting by for the 3rd spot. Now Hemming going to take over 4th. Ray Pierre back there to spot number 5 as they make their way down here through turn 3 and 4. Your leader going to be Matt Mosier. Mosier showing the way. Jimmy Duncan right there off his left rear. They work their way off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. We got him going 3 wide back there for 4th now. As your point leader, Chris Stalker looks to part the 11 of Josh Hemming and the 72 of Ray Pierre. Al Relier part of that battle. Now you got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Here's the 771 of Jimmy Duncan, the KFC machine. Working down here off of corner number 4. He'll take the top spot away from Matt Mosier. Mosier now back to 2nd. Cram in the 03 back there 3rd. 4th spot going to be the 177 of Chris Stalker. And now Al Relier trying to hang on to 5th. Relier and the 11 of Hemming going at it for 5th. They've got the 76 of Mark Birch right behind them as they work their way down here through turn 1 and 2. Field working up here off of turn number 4, coming down to put 7 on the board this time by. 7 laps in, it is Jimmy Duncan showing the way down here to turn 1. Duncan up through the corner. Here's Matt Mosier looking back down to the inside of him. Mosier trying to get a run down to the inside of Duncan. A touchdown in turn 3. A little bit of contact there in the corner. Duncan able to pull away. Mosier tried to hold him down. Duncan had plugged the hole. He had already committed down low. As they make their way up here through turn 3 and 4, off the corner they come. Jimmy Duncan, your leader. Matt Mosier rides 2nd, and now PJ Cram looking down to the inside of him. Here's Cram down low on Mosier. Going to run side by side as they get their way down here into turn number 3. Up off the corner, they come down here in front. Change in position number 2 as Cram now goes to second. Mosier back to third, 4 spot. Stalker, and now Stalker going to pull down to the inside of Mosier and challenge for spot number 3. Halfway sign has been shown. We now have 11 on the board. 9 laps remaining here in tonight's Cornell's Auto Parts Street Stock Feature event. And Jimmy Duncan, the defending champion of this division, right now out front and looking to drive away. Duncan out on the front of this one. Cram rides in second. Third is Stalker. 4th spot, Mosier. Al Relier rounds out your top 5. Single file, they run down the back straightaway. Here's your leader off of turn number 4. Continue to run under green as they make their way down here. Leader, Jimmy Duncan, going to come up on one of the Van Vechten cars as they come down here up off of turn number 4. Duncan, 771, coming down this time to see the 3/4 mark. 5 laps remain. Here's Al Relier looking down to the inside of Matt Mosier trying to take that spot away. The 96 car of Derek Van Vechten just ahead of your leader as they come off of turn number 2. Duncan looking to clear Van Vechten as the 03 of Cram closing in. Van Vechten crossing over in front of your leader. Now Van Vechten down to the inside. Duncan going to try and make his way around him. He will clear him off of turn number 2. And here's Van Vechten coming right back at your leader. Came up down on the inside that time of Jimmy Duncan. Now Duncan will clear him, and P.J. Cram going to navigate his way around the Van Vechten machine here off of turn number 2. They work their way down here into turn number 3. Cram trying to take the long way around up here off of turn number 4. White flag is out, and there goes the 96 of Van Vechten here on the front straightaway. Derek Van Vechten coming to a stop. Well, yellow has been displayed. The 96 of Derek Van Vechten. He was at the tail end of the lead lap. Did not exactly make it easy for your leaders to make their way by. He was racing with the leaders. Saw Jimmy Duncan with the pass by here after the caution came out. So what that will do will set up a 1-lap dash. So just to make it interesting, we're going to cinch them all up, line them up, double file. Folks at home watching on DTD TV, watching the replay, as Van Vechten up in front of the 03 of Cram. And, well, let's just say PJ wasn't going to spend too much time. Green and white will fly simultaneously. P.J. Cram going to drive it deep into turn number 1. Here's Jimmy Duncan on the inside. Cram up on the outside. Cram got a full head of steam going down to turn 3. Duncan going to pack it in down low as they come down here off of turn number 4 for the final time. P.J. Cram going to pick up the win. Cram will get the victory. Jimmy Duncan will come home second. Third spot going to go to your point leader, Chris Stalker. Fourth spot goes to Al Relier. And rounding out your top five is going to be Matt Mosier's number 91. So P.J. Cram picks up the victory. P.J. started the season with a couple of victories and has not been able to make it back to victory lane since. But he will now put his name into the victory lane list. Jimmy Duncan pulling up down here alongside P.J. Cram. That is our final checkered flag of the evening. Mia going to make her way down, get a few words with P.J. Cram. Third time on the season, he'll go to victory lane. That is our final checkered flag of the evening. There's P.J. going to make his way out of the car. Pat Cram Jr. in the 03 Junior going to make his way around this side of the car, and we're going to send it down trackside for the final time tonight to Mia.
I am down here with Street Stock feature event winner P.J. Cram. P.J., tell me a little about that race. Talk about a last lap pass to Jimmy Duncan and taking that lead away from him.
Oh, man, that was something. We tried the bottom and slowed way down. It seemed to be the only place to be, but one lap to go. Bumps behind, bumps in front. I mean, we only had one lane to do it, and it worked. And whoever started behind me slammed me, so thank you for that boost all four.
Now, PJ, who do you have to thank tonight for getting you to victory lane?
Wow, there's a list, huge list. Croto's down the road, obviously. They've been with me for 5 years, and I can't thank them enough for everything they do. Man, Tyler and Dave and the ladies in the office, they're great. A good friend of mine, the gas doctors here, the gas doctors, he purchased a lot of stuff for us the past few weeks because we broke, and his name's Dominic Gregory, and man, he's like a brother, so thank you to him. And his brother and father own a business, NSG Painting and Pressure Washing. They also chipped in a huge bunch. And Tom Sanchez with T&H Chassis set up, and all of my family, my uncle, my father, really the heart and soul with this, as I got a young family. So they put a lot of time and money in, and I'm just happy to be here.
Congratulations to you, PJ. Do you have anything else you want to say tonight?
Thank you to everybody for showing up. Lyle is a good track tonight. Actually, the outside was great. I wish I got there sooner. But thank you to everybody who makes everything possible for us, for you guys, for everybody else. And, yeah, thank you for everybody.
Congratulations to you. Let's give him a round of applause. Street Stock feature event winner, P.J. Cram.
Well, that will put a wrap on tonight's racing event. That our final checkered flag of the evening is P.J. Cram going to make his way back down in the pit area. I want to thank you all for attending. Thanks all that came out as part of our